Kobe's father has this ring up, and the bidding right now is at $90,000. I think it's at $91,000. And it ends on the 31st of this month. So it ends the last day of this month. When Kobe Bryant won his first ring, he gave it to his father. Quote unquote, this is what Kobe's words. His parents are quote unquote shit. He's been on record saying that. They kind of repaired their relationship. Of course, you know, his wife was the will person. So this is one thing that his father has that the wife doesn't have, and that's a whole nother topic because his parents didn't want him to get married to her at such a young age, in which he did. So it because they didn't go to the wedding. His own parents didn't go to the wedding. The way Kobe will was set up, it obviously was not set up for his parents that way, which it maybe have should have been or maybe have not, depending on, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. That's a whole topic because you know you marry someone and then you still have your mother and your father. So if you're not cool with them or if there's been strife there, where do you leave her? How do you structure your will? So
It's simple. Follow the order, man. Follow the order. Like, one thing people have to understand, and it's hard for people to understand this because you always want to keep mom and dad first. But
right,
once you get married, that's not the case anymore. Mom and dad is not first anymore. Regardless that he married them and they didn't want them to, that's his decision. He's a grown-ass man. You don't control who this man married. And if he decide to marry this woman and make her the head of his estate, that's what it is.
yeah,
Now, sound like if they broke, sound like Kobe ain't leaving them nothing. But then again, he did have an untimely demise, bro. Nobody seen that shit coming.
right,
So maybe later down the line he could have updated his will. But nobody knew. He didn't know this was gonna happen. Nobody knew when they gonna leave this earth. So it happened the way it happened. And they're parents, they're adults, just like he is. You can say, you know what, I don't want to leave this earth with my relationship with my child like this. I have to do something to make this right. Whatever that may be, you have to do that. You are the parents. Yeah, that part.
An NBA championship ring was auctioned off by his parents, Joe and Pamela Bryant. The current bid for the ring is $94,000. The Los Angeles Lakers star, who died in a helicopter crash in 2020, along with his daughter Gianna and 7 others, gifted the 14-karat gold ring with 40 diamonds to Mr. Bryant, who also played in the NBA between 1975 and 1983. The championship ring was Bryant's first victory after the Lakers won the 2000 NBA Finals 4-2 over the Indiana Pacers.
Gil, you defended Kobe Bryant's parents for selling his championship ring. Gil, you said you can't be mad at the parents on this one. They broke. They got no money. You can't be mad because they're selling the rings. The money wasn't left to them. They trying to eat. Kobe gave his father Joe his very first championship ring. Joe and Pamela didn't attend the couple's weddings. Over the years, there have been a brief reconciliation. We documented, but that came to a halt in 2013. When you give and they take, that's what I said. Givers must put limits on what they give because takers will never put limits on what they take.
I'm gonna say it like this, bro. You know, he gave his father his first championship ring. He got married later on afterwards, and they ain't even attend his wedding. What you expect? Now that I know more of the details, yeah, they don't got no money. They need some money. So I understand why they sold it, which is well within their rights. But all it took was a little time and patience, understanding, communication with your child, and this probably would have been in this situation. Now, I'm not saying he wouldn't have died because God's will is God's will. What's going to happen is going to happen. But you had the opportunity to make things right with your son, which from what I see from Kobe, he's a good guy. I don't know why their relationship was strained, but we do know that they didn't want him to marry Vanessa, which I can put two and two together and get four, but I ain't gonna go into that. What's your thoughts, bro?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely. Kobe probably felt some sort of type of way when it comes to them not coming to his wedding. I'm pretty sure there was some discussions involved with that went along as the reason why they didn't. Uh, when you do get married, there's that whole thing of giving your blessing, and if that blessing wasn't given, it's nothing you can do as a parent. That's them two people who are getting married. You're not getting married to your parents.
Right.
So that's the decision he made, man. It is what it is. Through all these talks, I haven't heard any talk of the will, and we'll never know. But when it comes down to marriage, there's laws. If you're married and the person you're married to passes, I'm pretty sure there's some laws in there. But just the person that Kobe was as big as he was, not his actual character, but as big as he was, I'm pretty sure he had a will. People on that level, they just don't not have wills.
Some people may not have already created one, but then again, a responsible person would. Especially when you are a man of stature like Kobe. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You want to make sure the right people get what you want them to have. And at that point in his life, he wasn't in a good spot with his parents, so they probably wasn't nowhere in his will. It goes back to discussions I've had maybe over here and on my page. It's like unconditional love. That's why I always say the only person that loves you unconditionally is God.
Let me get this straight. I made this bed that I'm gonna lay in. Then I got to thinking. Decisions made during self-examination, like say, fam, you made that bed, you gotta lay in